Hello everyone who likes to watch the work of a psychedelic frog. I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths. And a rather special and kind of impromptu, weird and wonderful of a sort, because those of you watching this have almost certainly seen that Martincitopants, well-known streamer and content creator, has beaten From the Depths on the hardest difficulty, which is very impressive and really cool actually. Like, I myself have not done that. I tried once a long time ago, and was not ready in the least, and never got around to it again. I don't have an excuse, really. It's just, I got busy with other things in the game, but now I really want to have another crack at it at some point once I've finished with all the series that I have ongoing at the moment. But, enough about me, let's talk about Mart. So, Mart beat the hardest difficulty campaign in From the Depths, with 3 ships in particular, which he has very kindly put up on the workshop for people to look at. So I just wanted to kind of have a live react unpacking of these little guys, because the weird thing is it is not every day that a content creator like Mart manages to put From the Depths in the spotlight quite as much as he did. So much like Robaz many years ago, who probably had a lot to do with like putting this game in the limelight in the first place, Mart's done it again, so that's definitely... It's an unusual occurrence. Not every day that it happens, and it's wonderful, because if nothing else, you should take it as encouragement. I can already see... Mart technically does not make flawless craft, I mean nobody does, but like his playthrough of From the Depths Adventure Mode, perfect is the enemy of good. These are not the prettiest vehicles, they're not the most optimized, but it doesn't frickin' matter. They get the job done, and if nothing else, here's the thing. Looking at the number of streams that Mart had with From the Depths, let's go actually over here, I'll drag the Chrome tab over here. There's a lot of them, so attempting to beat the hardest campaign, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 streams. It's... I literally just counted earlier. It's like 60 hours of streaming for him to beat the hardest campaign. Beat Nito on the hardest campaign setting. Now, that does sound like a long time to someone who doesn't know From the Depths. But, believe me, that is lightning fast to beat the hardest campaign. So, he's a very clever boy, and he learns really fast, and that is very encouraging. Like, he's shown that you can do it fast, and you don't have to spend thousands of hours, like I have, mucking around in the designer, trying to do things perfectly. So, bearing that in mind, let's have a little look at his ships. And Mart, if you're watching this, love your work, I'm definitely a fan. Now, first off is the little guy. So, there's 3 ships in particular, minus the spacefaring dick and balls that shoots a laser out of it. Would, like, I haven't found it. That's probably not on the workshop yet. It's probably against terms of service, honestly. Just looking at these 3 ships, we have literally the little guy. And there he is, Mart. So yeah, let's have a look at this. We've got an APS in the front. Let's have a look at the solid heavy armor cap. Required accuracy for fire has not been set, so that's probably not something you've noticed. With 100 RPM, probably not something that really matters. Let's see, shape charge, nice heat shell, emergency ejection defuse, very good. Very good, we like that. Oh, I think I can see, this is... Yes! Yes, this is 4-clip Tetris. He just went straight up, looked up he googled best APS Tetris, and he found it. Well done, Mart. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got a pure radiator engine. Me likey. We've got a solid lump of fuel. Like, yeah. What do we got here? We've got carburetors and superchargers. Let's have a look at the efficiency of this engine. Where is the thing? Where is the generator in here? It's somewhere in here. That's for sure. There it is. Alright, so power potential is pretty bad at 100%, as you'd expect. But pretty decent at low engine power, so yeah, this is an engine that it's like, yeah, superchargers are not bad. Me likey, like, this is very much, this is a competent craft already, you can see that, so Oh, interesting. Laser designated missiles. I was about to say no signal processor, but it doesn't need it, so jolly good, jolly good. Pretty beefy lambs in here by the looks of it. This is just a lambs. So the little guy is like the whole dang point of this fella. Interesting here. Alright, so alloy in between the ammo and the laser system. Which... okay, so heavy armor in between the alloy. Alright, so... not the best ammo compartment. Actually, no, it is. No, this is a competent ammo compartment right here. Because, like, let's show you right here. So the heavy armor is just touching the ammo. And in between, you've just got, like, little alloy blocks, presumably to offset the weight of the heavy armaments. Like, you want to use 4-meter beams whenever possible, but this I actually kind of like. Like, this kind of, like, grid pattern of just, like, offsetting the weight of the ammo compartment, I do like that. I do like. Some people think alloy is not very good, and that is kind of a new player crutch. I kind of disagree. Use it correctly in the right places is really good. And, yep, you can see here, the real thought given to buoyancy is just layers of alloy metal. This right here, this is something that, yep, you can tell he's learned really fast. You sometimes see people just have 1 meter of materials to make up the lower hull. Bad idea. That is a great way to get torpedoed from beneath and have your guts spill out. That's bad. And what do we have here? Alright, so no armor stacking on the outside layer. That's not great. You do want something there, even if it's just a layer of wood. But the beam slopes, generally best armor. Going all the way up to the deck. That's very nice, very nice. We like that, we like that. What do we have over here? We have props. This is a little bit like, this is a... look at this. Oh boy, like, nice floating props here, like... right, so multiple boat rudders. This is an ancient trick from the depths. It doesn't really work anymore. Yeah, let's see here. Base force. Yes, so you see, if you remove these simple rudders, their base force goes down the more of them you have, so there's really no point having more than one simple rudder. So that is a minor whoopsie. That is a minor whoopsie, but yeah. What else do we have here? This is set to... oh wow, interesting. Alright, so this is set to a lot of inputs at once. That's generally not so good. Let's see here. Alright, roller and pusher. You generally don't want it to be set all the way to one with any one thing, because depending on the orientation, the things will... it'll just kind of do both of them kind of badly, in my experience. Alright, so let's see here, and this is just pitcher and pusher. Jolly good, jolly good. Alright, so we've got munition warner. Does it have munition warners in all directions, is the question. Let's look at the turret armor. What do we got here? So, nice heavy armor around there. Okay, so just a single block of heavy armor below there. That is a Hesh trap. Or rather, that is like, you better hope no heat shells ever come in here. Alright, hold on. Is this heresy I see here? Is this heresy? Is this minor amounts of heresy we see here? Bearing in mind, by the way, is like, oh boy, whoops. Yep, heresy indeed. You never want to do that. So, your mileage may vary on whether you should actually put armor on your turret blocks themselves, but you definitely do want at least a turret ring. Single block neck turrets, that is just a recipe to get decapitated. Seen that many times before, so... always bear in mind with my criticisms that Mart has beaten the Nita campaign on the hardest difficulty, and I have not. So remember what I said earlier, perfect is the enemy of good. There's also a cram cannon back here. Ooh, let's have a look at this guy. Let's have a look at this guy. Alright, so required accuracy before fire, that's not set to minimum. You pretty much always want to do that if you can, because the AI has enough trouble looking at things. Why does it have munition warners on the top? That's actually a good idea to stick munition warners, like, on turrets, which always aim at the enemy. Just generally a good idea. Just not, just always a little bit weird to see it done on main turrets, because you don't want to put excess stuff on main turrets. You don't need to do that, but it's just kind of there. And what do we have here? We have... that looks like... that does look kind of interesting. What do we have here? This is... Oh, whoops, there's a... Oh, not connected. Whoopsie daisy. This is a classic mistake I keep doing myself with 3D Tetris, so it looks like... Yeah, so this guy has 5, that guy has 4, that guy has 5. Alright, so he's definitely tried to do the 3D Tetris here. He has botched it slightly. Just, I don't know, like, looking at how long he streams for, and given how I am completely fried after 2 hours of building live in From the Depths, like, I can visualize exactly how this happened. So it's just like, you're building away, and like, you start at the bottom layer, you have that kind of slice, that slice of thing. He possibly just stuffed up the prefab. Perhaps what he wanted to do was this second cram cake layer, wanted to put it there, and just didn't. So yeah, that's what I guess would happen, because I guarantee you, no one leaves an unconnected packet there on purpose, and a single connection there. So this is a whoopsie. This is definitely a whoopsie, and like, yeah, let's see here. The shell health is not good, so yeah, this cram, definitely a secondary weapon. From what I've seen from Mart's video, didn't watch all the streams, really should actually, I would be more informed. You definitely can see, this is more of a secondary weapon, to occasionally lob a big explodey shell towards things. Actually, hold on a minute, I just want to see something here. I believe this is just a lambs. Explain this. This is a lambs that punches above its weight, specifically because it has destabilizers on it, and a fair amount of storage over here. And we've got... yes! Yes, oh yes! Oh, this is classic! This is a classic thing for people to do when they're like... I guess Mart isn't that new to From the Depths. He played it years ago, but like, yeah, repair bot spam. But this isn't as spammy as some people do, but 9 repair bots, yeah, the little guy will repair quickly. Repair tentacles, though, like, you can spam those as much as you want. The reason why, spamming repair bots is not advisable is because it gives you a false idea of how durable your craft is, and it is way more expensive to constantly repair blocks that keep getting shot off repeatedly than it is to just have decent active defenses. So I want to chuck this guy against, let's see, what's a decent thing? This feels like, let's chuck it against a warden and see what happens. Bearing in mind that even like, what the, okay, nope, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Refill, APS shells, cram cannons, all that jazz. You little guy, let's try that again. Start for about 2,000 meters away. I'm pretty sure Mart was spawning his ships way closer than that. Where's it? Okay. Warden. Let's try the Warden. The Warden's been recently updated. By the way, Mart was not playing an alpha test. Thank goodness. So we got little heat things. And... right, so that's not a bad lambs. Being able to take out a lot of shells like that. For such a... this is a pretty small craft. It's less than 100 meters long. And let's see here. Broadside 2.0. Oh, wow, yeah. Start broadside. This is a close-in little fella. If you spawn him in close, that's absolutely fine. Let's see here. The Warden has a bigger, better lambs by the looks of it. Okay, then. 1v1, can I do a Warden? Like, by the way, Mart, like, a fair fight like this isn't necessarily what you do in the campaign at all. And that's why we don't do pure HE crams. Okay, then, let's see here. Wow. Okay, then, let's see here. What the... oh, wow! I just learned... I didn't know you could attach wireless receivers like that. Probably best not to stick him out in the open, because these things are bloody expensive. Alright, let's see here. Wow, this is a beautiful stalemate. I love it. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait, no, that heat gun is actually doing some work. Every time the missiles fire, or the crams fire, That is sneaking in and doing damage. I think the little guy will take this eventually. I think the little guy will win eventually, just because that heat gun, let it... That is a damn good lambs. I need to reverse engineer that. I have trouble making decent lambs, which are that small. Wow. You can always learn from people and from the depths. And you should. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the little guy will take this eventually. It's just gonna take a little while. How are you for... You're eating materials fairly quickly. Yeah, taking the odd bit of damage. No, I like that. I like that a lot. No, competently built. Flawless? Hell no, but goodness knows I don't do flawless stuff here. Alright, I want to chuck this guy against one of my craft. And see how we do. Yeah, Mart gets to be on player team. Gets to be on the frog team. Let's scuttle over here. Do I even have something in this price? That's the problem, like... Crafted from the depths, it's like, you know, it's like going out on the town. It's just like you think, oh, I need this for the specific thing. And then it's like, oh, I don't have a thing to wear. Alright, let's go in here. Do I have anything? I have the erratic mamba. That's a little bit expensive. And these things are... Let's check it against the Fanger. Like, this is not a campaign-proven design by any means. But let's see how we do here. It is not firing. Interesting. Right, so if you're wondering what the Fanger fires, it is... What is that? It's AP frag. And little guy is holding up pretty well, because armor is armor. I think the little guy's winning. Or not. It's very even. Okay, so this is where the repair bots come in quite handy. Yep, because you can see... Alright, so pros and cons of repair bots. It's repairing damage almost as fast as the Fanger is dishing it. In fact, it is doing it as fast as the Fanger is dishing it. But at the same time, that's a lot of materials it's burning through. Let's see here. You're burning through... Materials pretty darn quick, although the Fanger isn't exactly doing super great either. I want to let this go the distance. Hold on, let's turn all that off. I'm rooting for you, little guy. I am definitely rooting for you. It's not looking great for you, though. Hold on. Let's go have a look at the Fanger. How you doing, girl? Whoops. So we've got this. I've completely forgotten what the Fanger's armor even is. Does it have lots of... Yes, it does. This is why we have air gap filler, people. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna declare a winner, like, who dips below 90% health first. The fact that the Fanger uses belt feeders does mean that, it does mean that in between, like, volleys, the little guy will repair, so yeah. I like this. Just a little touch-ups here and there. I think this will be a very, very good little ship. Incidentally, like, yeah, spamming kinetics like this, super meta. Weirdly enough, I think, like, I don't know, I'm personally rooting for the little guy here. The Fanger is one of those ships I made ages ago and then just kind of forgot about. Ah, me likey. Alright, let's see, how you doing? Fanger is still at 96% health. And this is, like, a really good illustration of, like, if you have spaced armor, heat is not a huge problem, and if you don't have it, you will die. Look at that lambs working overtime trying to shoot down those tiny little shells. I think it's pretty cool. Whee! Come on, little guy. I believe in you. You can drop the Fanger another 5% health, surely. Yep, I'm seeing lots of stuff here. This thing's not as fast as I remember. Oh yeah, I remember I was doing weird things with that. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. I just like how it's called the little guy as well. Mart does not do fancy names. I like that. Also, hang on a minute. How expensive? The Fanger is slightly cheaper. But that's okay. Because the little guy conquered Nita on the hardest difficulty. Or at the very least, helped. Helped a lot. Oh yeah, missiles are expensive to repair. Oh my, yep, oh. Let's see here, how are you doing? It's actually doing... I think actually the little guy... is like not bad material efficiency actually. Doesn't... That is a damn good... That is a pretty decent lambs on that. Get a decent lambs going and it's like... Yeah, you can get away with a lot of stuff. 94... Oh, okay, little guy technically would have lost that eventually, probably. But yeah, no, I like this thing. I like this thing a lot. Is it perfect? No. But none of my craft are either. So let's move on to the large male. You all knew this was coming. Weird and wonderful, large male. Let's have a look at this guy. Let's have a look at this guy. So just under 700k. So not the biggest thing possible. What is it? Whoop. Oh, whoops. Whoops, oops, oops. Is it in fleet colors? It is in fleet color. Let's chuck you in my fleet colors. See how you do. VW black and white. It doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. Me likey. Oh, yep, floating props. Oh, the aesthetic builders would be throwing up if they saw this. But have they beaten Nita on the hardest difficulty? No! So their opinion does not matter. Again, lots of floaty props. And again, lots of like, this is an, like I said, old thing, being able to stack rudders like this. Wait a minute. Did I see a warning? Oh, not enough free room behind. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Really? What's blocking this? Oh, that's blocking it. Whoopsie, that's definitely also... Like, yeah, I think if you do a big stream with a lot of people watching and everyone's trying to give you hints at the same time, I think you're gonna miss something like that. I guarantee someone in chat was saying, Mart, no, it's blocked behind. Or maybe he did see this and was like, who cares? More speed. Oh, look at this! Actual torpedo launches, like you do on the ships. Torpedo sonar, ballast tank. All right, no signal processor. So, whoopsie daisy, and vehicle blueprint spawner. What were you intercontinental butt as? Oh right, yeah. Wow, I didn't even get that from like the videos. Is that this thing spawns in nukes, or at least is supposed to? Awesome, me likey. Well, Mark, you can borrow one of my nukes if you want. Where is it? I'm just going to... Hold on. Where's my pale fleet? Probably will work very much the same. Let's just go here. There we go. Shh! Everyone be quiet. Mark can borrow my nuke. He's earned it. What's over here? This is... Ah, yes! The distraction stick. Radar, and another radar. Not worried about infrared. I like this cram turret, actually. Let's go have a look at this. Let's have a sneaky peeky. Actually, let's look at the armor of this turret. Okay, it's just a nice solid lump of heavy armor and metal. No spaced armor, but there is something to be said because spaced armor immediately makes your turret more bulky. So if you just want to make it smaller and harder to hit, this is kind of fine. Okay, let's have a look at the Tetris in here. Let's have a look at the Tetris. I'm seeing... Oh, this is just straight 2D Tetris. I think Mart at this point might have been like, yeah, bugger this. Bugger this, I'm in a hurry. I've got a world to conquer. Here's the thing about 2D Tetris. Some people say that, like, you should never use it and you should always use 3D Tetris. Bearing, like... unless I'm doing 3D Tetris completely wrong, which I suspect I'm not, because comparing it with what other people say to do, like real, like, nerdy cram gunners in the community, I think I'm doing it pretty good. I do tend to find that 2D Tetris is more volume efficient. So you look at here, volume per firepower is 8.88. That's pretty low compared to a 3D Tetris thing. That would be a much higher number. You need more volume for the same level of firepower. This shell is around 45, just shy of 46,000 health. The health is important. Lots of damage. It's incendiary as well. Ooh, you like it. Just a real party mix cram. So Hardener, HE frag, and let's see there. I see air gaps in here. Not optimal use of turret space, but again, Mart beat the highest difficulty, and I didn't. I don't feel that I can lecture him on anything. Okay, let's move right along. Moving right along. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's a signal processor. There it is. Reinforced bodies as well. Just nice cruise missiles that go kablooey. Because explosions are fun. What's the thrust duration range? What's the lifespan of it? Alright, exactly match thrust duration to lifetime. Good, 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 good. Me likey, me likey. What is this? Really fun to I keep forgetting to use destabilizers, and I suspect my lambs is poopy because of that. Lots of lambs. I like how just, like, no care given. By the way, having laser components, like, touching... Oh no, this is touching wood. Interesting, interesting. Oh, hello, 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 hello. I see superchargers and mixing injectors and carburetors. That's certainly a way to do it. Probably not worth doing, but let's see here. Yep, it's just kind of bad across the board. How much power does that have? Stable power is around... about 14... just under 15,000, so it's a decently powerful engine. Just, that's a little weird. Weird choice there, Mark. We appear to have nice, separated out ammo, so it doesn't explode. This is a real lifesaver, by the way, doing this kind of checkerboard with your ammo. Jolly good, remember seeing that as... Lots of repair bots, lots of repair bots. I always like to see this, weirdly enough, because it reminds me of my own early days playing From the Depths, because goodness knows, I used to do this a lot. Just so many bots, so many little bots. Because annoyingly, it does work. It just costs you a bloody fortune. Thankfully, on the highest difficulty setting with Meter, you have access to, like, a hell of a lot of resources. So I would not recommend trying this strategy on... I don't know, there are custom campaigns in which you are really struggling for resources. And repair spam, you will lose all your money. You will absolutely lose all your money. This is an interesting choice here. Oh, look at this, it's checkerboard. So I remember Gmodism kind of spread the checkerboard thing around. Particularly checkers of wood and metal. So this, apparently, it's not really actually that worth doing. The idea is that, from basically varied directions, you get you basically get more even all-round armor stacking. But this, especially if you do it with wood in between metal, it's actually worse against APHE than just a single flat layer of, wood and metal. So this is not strictly necessary. And it's also weird that the, this is not the best idea, perhaps, to have, the, what is effectively Citadel armor back here be wood. I guess that's EMP proofing. Nice Faraday cage, but, this should probably be stone instead. We've got a lovely air gap here. Alright, so if you're going to have an air gap here, there's not much point putting beam slopes there. You might as well just have another layer of beams. Because beam slopes are kinetic resistance, but also air gap filler, so honestly, you could do wedges if you did something like this. Just have big compartments like that. Here we have a little shield projector, and it does, yep, it is controlled by ACBs most likely. And we've got a double layer of metal out here. Honestly, double layer of metal, big air gap, double layer of metal or alloy, that's already a pretty sensible armor design, so no, there's definite... like I said, Mart was learning a lot really, really fast. And, okay, like, here's the thing. The laser targeter doesn't actually need to see outside. It makes sense that it would need to, but it just kind of doesn't. I've never thought about that, actually. In that respect, Mart is smarter than me. Oh, laser targeter. Laser needs to see out. But this is from the depth, so laser does not need to see out. So, yeah, there is that. How big is this little turret? Okay, let's see here. 643, 45.3. Required accuracy before fire is not set. Mart ain't got time for that. Like, pretty funky. Okay. It's got belt-fed autoloaders with only one input. This thing will take a million years to reload. Let's go see here. What are you assigned to? Munition defense 1. Okay. Munition defense. And what is this gauge? It is 54. I think in his video he described these as pretty useless. So, I'm not going to rag on them more, but yeah, you don't want to use, I think the minimum gauge to use, like, munition defense, aka flak, is around 100 millimeters, because that's just where that damage starts actually getting useful. Like, look here, anti-munition damage 62, that is absolutely nothing, and 141 explosive damage. This would put a dent in small or medium missiles, but more than that, I kind of don't think so. You'd probably be better off with, like, kinetic CWIS there. Alright, moving right along. Alright, so you got the laser on rubber beams and also touching wood, so there is that. It is kind of a Faraday cage situation. And surge protectors just in the middle of them. What are the surge protectors touching? Alright, so you've got a heavy armor beam here that is touching a metal beam over there that is right next to juicy repair bots and a lot of juicy laser pumps. Which EMP really likes annihilating, by the way. Like, EMP susceptibility is only about 40%, but no damage reduction, which means a big EMP surge would just eat this. But there are surge protectors in there, so it's not that bad. Oh, let's look at these guns. I believe I smell... Yes, it is 4-clip Tetris. Me likey a lot. And there's hydraulic recoil absorbers in there. These are beefy shells by the looks of it, yeah. Let's see here. AP frag, but bigger. I like that. Yep, armor-piercing frag. I remember that from the video. Emergency ejection defuse. And yep, once again, absolute blessing. That one update that essentially allowed fuseless penetrators for APS made life a lot easier. This is a nasty shell. Let's have a look at this. 180-degree frag. Yeah, this would sting. This would sting a lot. Let's see here. That's a quad turret. We like that. So just all AP frag, like so. This is not a necklace turret, but it does have... Let's see the barbette armor. What are we looking at here? Interesting. Let's look here. Let's see here. This actually, yeah, this turret is actually armored, which is sensible. Actually, hold on. Let's see here. Is it? Yes. Yes. Very good. I myself have managed to finally come round to the idea that if you're going to armor your turret, it's basically like a front-sider on a spinny thing. So you put the heavy armor on front, and you can get away with like lighter armor on the rear of the turret. Jolly sensible. Well done, Mart. We like that. We like that a lot. Bearing in mind, he beat the campaign on hardest difficulty, and I haven't. I'm not sure how much my praise is worth anything. What is all... Oh, this looks like measuring that he was doing, just making sure that it actually fit, and then it's just, he kind of left it in here. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, okay. Alright, so this barbette is just, it's very... Alright, thankfully this part of the barbette has a nice big armored turret that sits right in front of it. Goodness knows I shouldn't lecture anybody on, like... Alright, this barbette armor is pretty decent. It's a weird choice here. Like, the problem with this is that if Hesh comes in, like, Hesh shell goes here, thumps through this, has 40 AP fragmentation, tears straight through all this wood, and starts doing horrible things to the turret right behind it. So, this is like the opposite of what you actually want to do if Hesh is a thing. And Hesh is one of those things that if you're prepared for it, it basically does nothing to you. But if you're not, it will absolutely ruin your day. Let's go over here. Let's see this turret. Let's see this turret right here. Alright, so this is again AP frag. Alright, so similar thing as before. It's just a little bit smaller. Still, this is a beefy kinetic shell. I would not like to be shot with this. That would hurt a lot. And yeah, quad guns. We like quad guns. Quad guns are good. It's real. Actually, you know what real life ship this reminds me of? What the hell was that French thing in World War II that basically had like 2 quad turrets in the front? I forgot what it's called. I'm not gonna Google it. I'm too lazy. Let's see what's in here. Lots of repair tentacles in here, presumably so that outside of combat, this guy could just absolutely repair like crazy. All right. Whoopsie daisy. Gap in here, gap in here. Again, I believe Mart did all of this live, so it's really damn easy to forget like little details like this. And again, like the big boy, was it the large male? I'm not sure why I called him big boy. It's good, and really this craft actually looks pretty good, which is aside from these little Seawiz turrets, which kind of look like kind of derp. Making craft look good in From the Depths is possibly one of the very hardest things, because that's really subjective, and you could really go nuts with it. Nice big, okay, hollow. What's in here? Just lots of surge protectors, I guess. This is funny over here. There's funny things, you can tell, like, Mart was, like, building in a real hurry, I'd say. I mean, not a real hurry, you know what I mean. Okay, there's an interesting little gap in here. Not sure what this is meant to accomplish. Possibly just an oversight. Could blend this in a little bit better. Portholes, presumably for aesthetic. Alright, so the laser. Mart loves a good piss laser. Let's be real here. He really does, and for good reason, because honestly, a lot of From the Depths, if like, when in doubt, big laser actually works really well. Me like this. Alright, I've got to see the large male tested against something. How much is this? This is about just under 700k. So, let's go here, do this. Let's do this, and... Right, so large male can spawn in my nukes. Absolutely welcome to spawn in my nukes any day. Alright. Mart's earned it. Mart works hard. Alright, so let's do... This is, like, this feels Steel Striders levels of stuff. So, this is... What is this? This is 686. What's the Balmug? I have no idea what that is. Let's check it as the Tiger Shark. It's roughly... Tiger Shark is a little bit cheaper, but the Thresher Shark is the Thresher Shark is a giant pain in the ass, and we don't like it, so... Let's have a look here. Let's have a look-see. Alright, large male, go for it. There's that piss laser that we like. Alright, how fast is this? It's not super fast. Huh. Oh, wait. No. That's a vehicle blueprint spawner. Alright. Not really functioning yet. Alright. Oopsie daisy. Tiger Shark is... This is actually kind of... Nope, the large male is winning. Okay, wow. I have not looked at the Tiger Shark in a while. This thing's actually kind of scary. And there's that signal processors doing what they do best. Okay, disappointing, like, I do think the large male is supposed to spawn in the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait a minute. Okay, so that's not quite a... Is that armored? I'm gonna need to see that, Oh, bloody hell, the Tiger Shark's one of Carbengo's designs. I don't think the large male is gonna have a good day. Oh, that's a big cram hit, though. Oh, large male might just have won this. Actually, no, it sped up a little bit. Cool. Wow, those interceptors were not fired. Wait a minute, those aren't interceptors. Never mind. Okay, down one turret, laser disabled. That cram turret, though, is probably going to carry the day. That is a beefy cram turret. I like that. Lots of damage. Perhaps missing a little bit of shell. He's winning! Large male is winning. It's not looking very pretty, but honestly, that just makes for better television. I like this. I do like these quad guns. I friggin' love quad guns, and I need more excuses to make them. I would make quad crams, but honestly, they're kind of bad. Not doomy enough. Okay. Lacking a bit of torpedo defense. Wait, were those torpedoes doing anything? Oh boy. Large male is sinking. Yeah, taking on a Tiger Shark is not... Hang on, let's just see here. The Tiger Shark is a hard design. So that is pretty good. This is an even fight. Well, actually, no, it isn't. The large male is winning. Me do like it. Bearing in mind, I myself keep forgetting that there's no honor rules in beating Nita, so to speak. Like, it is kind of smarter to, like, fight dirty and just have a whole bunch of your own ships, like, picking off lone enemy ships whenever possible. It's just a decent yardstick to make sure that, pound for pound, your ships can match whatever they're up against. Yeah, Tiger Shark disabled. Right, I have got to... I might not have a craft that's in this exact weight category, and I'm not going to chuck the large male against, I'm not going to chuck the large male against, something way more expensive. That's just not cricket. Alright, let's spawn you in like there, just under 700k. Do I have anything under 700k? I might have really old designs under 700k. And yeah, let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, let's go here to my ship section. Do I have anything in here? Nope, I don't have anything. Nope. Nope. Do I have anything? Yeah, like, no. I think maybe... Alright, let's go look at the... Where is it? In my Caravonian Rebellion. I've beaten a lot of campaigns, just not the neater one or the hardest one. Alright, let's go... Let's try and find something roughly in the 700k category. Right, off to the Pale Fleet I go, off to the Pale Fleet I go. The only thing I really have that's just in that ballpark, it's a little bit cheaper, is our friend Gary. Where are you? Gary? Right, there's Snowman Gary, who is actually like 200k cheaper, and is a front-sider, so this isn't a tremendously fair fight, because front-siders have a huge advantage against broadsiders generally. Right, also, I have not debuted Gary anywhere else, so Gary, if you know what the reference is to Gary, you get a cookie. Alright, let's see here. Large male, how are you gonna do? Oh wow, that's Seawards, by looks of it. Alright, how are you doing? Gary is at 3% health. Actually, Large Male's doing really well, look at that. Chunking blocks off, me like. Let's have a look here. I should actually mention as well, Gary, I think, is a lot bigger than Large Male. What the hell was that? Oh, wait, what was that? This thing doesn't have APS components, what just happened? Alright, Large Male at 94% health, Snowman Gary at 93% health. Come on, Gary, we're rooting for you. I am not meaning to flex, by the way. I have no right to flex. Right. Yep, ouch. Okay, so, like, I don't know. I feel bad doing this, because, like, Snowman Gary's really mean, and, has been sitting in the back lines playing through Steel Sovereigns. My goodness, like... Oh dear. Oh man, I feel bad doing this. I do not want to flex on Mart. I really don't. Not that I could, because again, bears mentioning, he beat Niter on the hardest difficulty, and I have not done that. I haven't gotten around to it, I'm sorry, I really should. I feel I have to now. I'm not even talking smack. Alright, looks like... Nope. Salute, large male. You did damn well, and we're proud of you. Alright, so... Of course, you all know what you're here for. You know, this is probably the thing in the thumbnail. Where are you? Yep, so... Famously, Mart did make a 2-to-1 scale version of the Yamato. Way back in the... years ago, and he dusted it off to finally clobber Niter, and by gum, it did the trick. It did the trick beautifully. And I've already had a little look at this thing, I've combat tested it, I kinda know how it do, which, thank goodness, like, we don't have to watch this thing fight something its own weight class to the finish, because it'll take way too damn long. It also takes way too long to spawn in. But yeah, he actually did go back to that, basically museum piece, in his own words, and turned it into something beautifully terrifying. Me likey. So, block count, this is it's surprisingly not very laggy for something so big. Like, just shy of 133,000 blocks, over half a kilometer long, and it does look good. Look at this as well, it's like, just little things here. Why does it have ammo customizers on the thing itself? That's probably a whoopsie. That's probably a big whoopsie. But yes, like, look at this. This, aesthetic-wise, this is, like, mostly, I believe, unchanged from the museum piece that he made ages ago. So, yeah, like, this is... I think it's not the 100% prettiest thing, of course. It's got little extra azapods over there, which, goodness knows, this big girl, she would need that. Especially when ships get so massive like this. They do need as much help steering as they possibly can, because it's a little bit hard to steer something that is bigger than some islands. Lots of azapods, me likey, and a lot of... Okay, yeah, here we go. None of that simple rudder spam. By this point, Mart had learned the ways of the custom rudder. It's actually steering pretty well. Pretty well for something so huge. And what do we have here? I need to do this. Truss blocks. I actually watched a video on the Yamato's construction not too long ago. These cranes are actually for two reasons, like retrieve spotter planes, and also the real Yamato had like lifeboats in a hole in a hangar at the rear there. Which, I mean, it would suck if you were over on the bow of the ship, because like you'd have to run a half kilometer to get into the lifeboats. Okay, these little chains here, it's so good. Alright, so you've probably already noticed that if I turn you off, do you immediately sink? No, you do not. Hello. What is this set to? These are... what are these? These are rudder pivots, and they're set to roll. Yes, flawless. These should probably have slopes in front of them. Naughty, naughty, Mart. Okay. So going here, this is a... like, one of the showcases, one of the biggest, well, literally the biggest advantages of being big is just, if, like, the best armor in From the Depths is literally empty air. Against so many different things, just sheer bulk works really damn well, and just having your bits spread out inside it. Like, look at all this empty air gaps, like, AP shells will just whistle harmlessly in between turrets, and just, explosions on the hull, no problem. They're like, the important stuff is too far away. Tell me those weren't transparent clips. Oh, this is gonna take a long... Oh, I have regrets. Oh, I have regrets. I've made blocks vanish. Oh, this is gonna take a long time. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No! Hang in there, PC! Okay, thank goodness those aren't transparent clips. That would be laggy as balls. Alright, yeah. Oh, look at that! All these secondary guns sunk down to the very bottom. Let's see here. I want to be a cheeky fella. Ah, yes! That is a lower hull that, I'm not going to show it, but it's like alloy beam, alloy beam, slope. Yes! Spaced armor on the underside. I'm a big fan of spaced armor on the underside because, like, you might not run into it that often. Like, oh dear. Mart. Transparent clips. I think this is... Yeah. Yeah, no, like the transparent clips, naughty, laggy, and big-ass cram cannons. That is interesting Tetris. That is 3D Tetris by the looks of it. Let's see here. I see 5 stacks pellets. Again, this is very much, I am building this live and I'm in a hurry to conquer the damn world kind of thing. But yeah, no, this is actually, it's a little bit weird. It's just, I think what's happening here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So it's just like, alright, so they're not, these cram cannons are not sharing pellets in between them. But that is presumably so that they just have an identical rate of fire and identical stats. Which, by the looks of it, they do. Let's see, shell power. Let's look at shell health, rather. About 30,000. Right, so this is rule of cool, clearly, because if you combined all these different cram systems into one big one, that would be better. Doom cram is the way these days. But here's the thing. I doubt Mott cares, and frankly, I don't care either, because multi-barreled cram turrets are just cool, and they always will be, and you won't convince me otherwise. What is metal plating doing here? That's... hold on, that's deco. That appears to be deco. How much deco is on this? Probably not that much. Yeah, there's just a little bit. There's a smidge of deco. Watch as most of the ships spend... Yeah, that's another thing to like about this. Like, there are people who kind of sneer... who kind of sneer at people who use a lot of decoration. They really shouldn't. That being said, I absolutely respect people who just, like, you know, they have, they just, like, use minimal decorations, because, you know, that shows that you don't spend too much time on that kind of thing. Alright, turn that off, please. Alrighty ho then, what do we have here? What do we have here? We have big rubber compartments that are... What the hell am I looking at? That can't be what is actually supposed to happen. I think... Yes. Alright, shrink the blocks. Shrink the block. Big rubber compartments for the lambs. Good. We like that. We like that a lot. You can actually see between little guy, large male, and Ultra Battleship Yamato 2-to-1 scale, Ultra Yamato for short, that Mart is like learning more and more. I like that. I like that a lot. It's so fun to watch someone progress through From the Depths. Oh no, single block spam. Well, that we now know that's probably from the original like museum piece ship. And Mart just said like, yeah, nah, I'm not fixing that. Dude's on a time crunch. He's got places to be. Right, does this thing have a zillion repair bots? It's like, oh, look at this. Look at this. Alright, little gaps in the AI compartment, which possibly isn't 100% necessary, but that's okay. Surge protectors, lots of rubber separation. Yep, there are the repair bots. How many repair bots does this thing have? Let's look at here. Block counter, order by name. Order by count, wow, almost 30,000 allied beams. That's the only reason this damn thing floats. Let's go here, repair bot. Let's go have a look. Repair bot. Repair bot is like 102 repair bots. That's a hell of a lot, but honestly, I was kind of expecting more for something this massive. This thing would repair stupidly fast, though. Okay, we got... Let's see here... Like, I also learned the other day that, let's see here, that these components, so connectors, and transceivers, they're not actually vulnerable to EMP at all. So, that's honestly a really hard habit for me to break, because I believe at one point they were. I might be misremembering that. But, yeah, you don't need to really worry about locking them away behind stuff. In fact, putting surge protectors is, like, nice for keeping bait here. And those are railguns, big-ass railguns for, like, the things which are not cramps. Look at how many blocks this is. It's so big. It's so big. Yeah, this kind of thing isn't actually necessary, and it's kind of my fault for, I think, or at least I share some culpability for, like, sharing the whole thing that you have to insulate your transceivers, you don't. As you can see in the tooltip, these things are not actually vulnerable to EMP at all. So, my bad. I have no idea if Mart looked at any of my tutorials. Goodness knows I'm not the only one who made them, but if I've misled him in any way, I am very sorry. It's hard to keep up with everything in From the Depths, it really is. Alright, lots of stuff here, lots of stuff here. Of course, this thing, of course, has a massive piss laser, and here's lots of batteries, and ammo compartment, nice and big and hollow. Let's go look at the laser. Is it a piss laser, is the question. I think everyone, yeah, it definitely is. I see that. I see you, baby. What damage is, yep, so sustained damage per second is like 31,000, 107 intensity, 0 Q, and how big is it? There's two of them. I do like how it's kind of like, resting angle is kind of leaning back in a jaunty, visual camera tracker. Oh, these are just decoration, essentially. Interesting. I do like the superstructure, though. I am infamous for not putting much effort into superstructure at all, so the fact that Mart does is really cool. I like this thing. I like this thing a lot. I like this thing a lot is like, you can kind of almost, when you examine a craft in From the Depths, you can kind of get the mentality behind it, and this is just like, I want to beat Niter with the biggest ship possible. I have... It's quite funny, actually, if you think of it out loud. It's like, I happen to have a 2-to-1 scale model of the Yamato in my garage, and I'm gonna take it out, dust it off, and upgrade the hell out of it in order to beat the nastiest craft in Niter. That's pretty sweet. 5 million materials. So, this girl, I happen to know she does not do well against the craft I tested her against. Like, goodness knows, like, people are going to be throwing this thing against the Gimli and all kinds of the other giants on the Steam Workshop. Like the Turtle Lord and all that. Like, that would be really fun. Honestly, like, I'll leave it to other people to do that. I'm just going to do this one-off video on Mart's stuff to appreciate, like, just how much he's essentially marketed this game. Like, even if only 1% of his viewers wander over to my channel hoping to learn how this frickin' game works, is that actually... Oh, wow, look at that! I thought that was deco, but no! This is cleverer than deco. That is like the wires, or the telegraph cables. Back in the day, before deco was a thing, when the 2-to-1 scale Yamato was originally built, you had to do clever things with, like, APS at specific gauges and stuff like that. So, of course, we do need to throw Ultimate Yamato against the Drakenslang, and we do need to give it a little bit of extra spawn distance, because these things are so massive, they'll basically be touching each other. Maybe I should do this in a whole video in itself, but I don't want to. So, let's do... What shall we do? What shall we do? What shall we do in a little canoe? Foils, Drakenslang Mark II. I need to make a Drakenslang Mark III. I owe that to that could be my Christmas present to myself. So let's spawn you in on... Let's spawn you in on Deepwater Guard, because that's funny. Okay, and wait 3 million years to load. All that, make sure that's turned off, make sure you're turned on. Amazing, actually, Ultra Yamato only has 1 AI. That is interesting, and it does mean that her weapons all kind of go for the same thing. But you know what? She's gorgeous, and we love her. Let's see if the opening cram volleys do anything. And there's that... Oh wait, it's not a piss laser. Oh no! Worse than that! It's a bloody piss laser. Somebody needs a doctor. And this is incredibly laggy. Because it is. Alright, lots of blocks falling off Drucky immediately. And degraded mode, my old friend, here we are again. And snubbed. And... I was about to say that... Wow, this turret took a doom cram right to the face and shrugged it off. You gotta love heavy armor. Look at that doom laser dooming. Immediately, 1% health taken off both of these craft. You gotta love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Maybe I should let this fight play out. I think it'll be... This is a fun video! We're doing a special long thing. By the way, Draki does have, like, diff Seawiz. Diff flak. But, like, it's very badly set up. So I don't feel too bad about doing something like this. And now most of that diff Seawiz isn't gone. Oh, wow, look at that. Crippled Cram. Well, almost crippled. Basically crippled. Let's be honest here, basically crippled. Whee! Let's see... Alright, so... Disadvantage of just relying on sheer bulk is that fuseless penetrators don't care about that. Actually, this is an armored turret. Deacon's Christmas. Let's see what's happening in there. So, bits are falling off. That is a lot of cram barrels that just fell off. Draki is at 94% health. I think Yamato might win this. I think she might, actually. You never know, she just might. Yeah, she's aiming good spots. Those lasers are no joke. They're really strong. Oh, poor Draki. You met something a lot bigger and meaner than you, potentially. Although, Yamato is rolling a little bit. Just like what she did in real life. Whee! Was this an excuse just to shoot a 2-to-1 scale of the Yamato? Maybe. Like, do I care? No. Does Mart care? Probably not. Mart, if you're watching this, like, thank you for making this thing, because it's fun to shoot at and it's fun to be shot by it. Which is all you could really want for. Is all you could really want for in a design in From the Depths. So that's 95% health, 89% health. I think actually Yama's gonna win. Which wouldn't be that surprising because she is twice as expensive as Draki. Be a little bit worrying if she did win. If she didn't win, sorry. So much bulk, so much bulk. RNG is in her favor. Whee! This fight does take a while, by the way. 87%. Let's follow that cram cannon over there. If only Draki had better diff Seawiz. It would be a lot better. Whee! If only you... Yeah, wow, that's a definitely a different result from last time. Maybe Draki was lucky. Maybe, in fact, Draki was the lucky one. The first time I tested this. I would love to... Here's the thing about the ×2 scale Yamato. This is not the laggiest fight I've ever seen. Like, credit to Mart to make something that is, like, lag resistant enough that it can actually function in the campaign. Those shells are really not doing enough fast enough. Like, this armor is just thick enough. Actually, it is decently thick. Yeah, that's a lot of thick armor. Again, essentially the wooden spore catcher. That confuses me. I'm not sure what the idea is there. Maybe just for extra floaty? Yeah, I don't think Draki's got this. I think Draki's going to die. In which case, one win for Mar. It depends entirely, actually, like, if enough vital systems get popped by those shells sneaking in below the waterline. They just might, actually. Wait, what are the... Yeah, one of the turrets fell off. Yep, multiple turrets falling off. No, Draki! No! You have so much to live for, don't drive too close. Well, that could have been a lot worse. Whee! I love this. I really love this. Oh boy. I don't freaking care that the Drakenslang's losing. She's lost before. And she was fine. I mean, she died. But apart from that, she was fine. She was absolutely okay. This is what people play From the Depths for. They just want to see big ships beat the hell out of each other. Look at those cram cannons doing cram cannon-y things. Are they going to miss? They are indeed going to miss. Hooray for making things which are very flat and drive... How fast are you going, Draki? Like, just shy of 100 meters per second. Whee! Has degraded mode stopped? Have we reached the promised land of no more lag? Oh, there's a solitary cramshell doing cramshell thing. That was a big explosion. I think there's like just one functional cram cannon over on Draki right now. Oh, degraded mode has stopped. I've been meaning to try out Draki just like with Sabot frag guns, which is a bit of a meme shell, but it works actually kind of well. Oh, now I'm seeing how much damage Draki is doing. Here's the thing, the actual GOT, greatest of all time, with Draki, has that laser turned off? Actually, yeah, that laser's been turned off for a while now. How did that happen? Oh, look at that. Let's see, 83% health... 88% health. Oh, oopsie daisy, someone didn't set turret restrictions. Man, I like Mart's builds. I like how, like, brutalistly practical they are. I think they're cool. Actually, I think that, I'm trying to remember, I think Draki Mark II, the APS might be set to go for hot blocks. Is there hot blocks up here, is the question. There might be. And that one cram cannon is still doing cram cannon-y things. Oh, wow, that's where it ended up. I should mention as well, Drakenslang, the Drakenslang was built originally to counter something very similar to the whole, kind of like, you know, a big hollow thing, which is the Gimle. So, yeah. Draki was kind of tailor-made for this. She is looking very ugly, though. Man, don't you hate it when your third turret gets blown off? It's very unpleasant. It hurts a lot. Yamato, how could you? Whee! I guarantee you, like someone like Brenzo? Brenzo, if you're watching this, if you're still in the game, so to speak, haven't been keeping up with ya, you turn the 2.1 scale Yamato into something, I don't know, start by reducing the block count. Ducts are your friends. Quack, quack, ducts are your friends. Whee, 79% health, 87% health. Yeah, I am going to. This is an extra long video. It deserves it. Whee! I should mention as well, the 2.1, 2-to-1 scale Yamato is campaign tested and approved. I think she's blinded, actually. That's awkward. Let's see where those crams go. Yeah, and the Drakenslang, I've only used her in like one campaign. Tried her in the Caravonian Rebellion, and she was not very helpful. Because, like, she was just kind of too big, and she kept, like, doing sick jumps off islands. Whee! Is there smoke on this thing? Where's the smoke on the Yamato? This version of the Yamato, at the very least. Heard something lag. Heard something. No, I felt something lag. 78%, 85%. Come on, Yammy, you got this. You're almost out of battery power, though. Come on, Yammy. Come on, Yammy, you beat Nita on the hardest difficulty. Draki hasn't even beaten, like, the Caravonian Rebellion, which is a custom campaign that was designed for, like, newer players. We. Oh. We. There is a lot to be said for just having so many guns that you don't mind losing a few. How are you doing for materials, actually? Yamato is stuffed full of materials, and Drakenslang is also stuffed full of materials. This is part of the reason that some people don't like having absolutely massive ships, is because the fights take a zillion years. But big ship fun, and big Yamato fun. Before anyone asks, no, I'm not going to be trying to retrofit 2.1 scale Ultra Yamato. Are you kidding me? The fact that this turret is still firing its APS, even though in the opening stages of the fight it took a Doom Cram straight to the face. That's cool, I like that. I think the shell was weakened a bit by active defenses, but you gotta like that. Oh, Draki! Looks like somebody's... Yep, looks like... Yeah, no, Draki is just down to 1 APS and 1 cram turret. Nah, Yammy might win this. Yammy and Draki. Sounds like a sitcom. Oh, that laser is back online. How did that... Oh, right, repair bots. Repair bots and way too much money. For shame, Yammy! For shame, using your repair monster skills. My money is on Yammy, actually. I forgot about the 100 repair bots, I do have to say. Also, hang on, the... Yammy is around 500, whoops! Yammy is around 500 meters long or so. And the Drakenslang is also about 500 meters long, I believe. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. Yep, actually the Drakenslang is longer. She's just really flat. You know what they say about flat things? They're flat. They can limbo really easily. Yammy is a holy ship. Holy ship, this ship is big. Oh wow, hello. That is cram components. Draki, you need to start knocking turrets off like wow. Because if you don't, you're going to die. 75% health. 82% health. Like, yeah, Draki's losing, but she's not going down without a fight. And here I thought Draki was obsolete. I thought she was completely obsolete because of, that was a lot of stuff. That was also a lot of stuff. That's the problem with cram cannons, because it's so many, like, little single blocks. Anything that's targeting block clusters, they love to go for cram cannons. They love cram cannons. I'm hearing fire. By the way, good idea to keep steam engines below the waterline, because otherwise, that's bad. Otherwise, you have a bad day. There's also good and bad things about Draki constantly circling this thing. Is that, Draki is just, she's just kind of like, not focusing down any one single point of the hull. She's kind of like putting lots of holes in the whole thing. Whee! Oh wow, there's still one diff C-Wiz working. Is this cram cannon at all functional, or is it very, very dead? No, it is functional. It's functional, alright. Yep, that's definitely a functional cram cannon. With firing delays. You does got to like a big cram. How strong is that lambs? Pretty not strong enough, clearly. Yet this Yamato, like big Yamato, she's a good target. We like shooting at her. We like shooting her a lot. Oh boy, what am I even doing? What am I doing with this video? Whee! Kasplooey. Kasplooey? That's not the word I was looking for. Come on, Yammy. Is Yammy moving? She's kinda moving. Also, worth bearing in mind, Draki does have advantages that she's a weird sci-fi hydrofoil thing, and Yammy is not that. Yammy is based on a real ship that was built in real life. Whoop. I gotta see this. Whoa! Once again... That was a lot of lag. Wow, every time the crams from the Drakenslang hit Big Yamato, there's lag just from the amount of blocks that just kind of fall off. She's also doing a nice roll. Historically, the Yamato also kind of rolled. Oh my god, the... the mortar is almost landing shots over on the Drakenslang, and the mortar is more for emotional support than anything else. Whee! Whoop! I felt lag again. I felt it. I felt it in my body. I really should have done this as a whole separate video, but, nah. We're vibing. We're doing vibes, man. We're just doing vibes. We're doing lots of vibes around here. Whee! This is so nice. What the Merry Christmas, everyone! Oh right, I forgot binoculars are built into the camera now in Alpha Test. How you doing over there, Draki? Not super well, she's definitely been better. Thank goodness for supercavitation shells. Thank goodness. What was that? I felt... Right, so that's, like, that last layer of, like, wooden beams and beam slopes, I don't think is helping at all. Except possibly providing floatiness. Wee, Big Yamato. Wee, Big Yamato. If nothing else, like, I really doubt any campaign design could damage the Yamato fast enough to actually kill it before it itself gets killed. Because that laser alone would just melt most Scarlet Dawncraft. And in fact it did. I think Mart only made 2 of them. Martincitopants. I don't want to say the full, like, his full username out loud, because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I have heard it pronounced, but also, I don't want to embarrass myself on the internet more than I have already. Right, this fight is going on. Oh, yep! The mortar is doing mortar stuff. Perfect. Yeah, I don't really have much insightful to say over that, like, wow, this is cool. I feel this is, like, this is what people play From the Depths for. They just want to see, like, big, cool ships beat the absolute snot out of each other. Maybe not so much, watching just, flying bricks shoot at each other endlessly, which unfortunately, the late game in Nita, there is a lot of that. Ah well, it's from the depths, not from the space. From the space we came, and from the space we shall return. We are all just stardust in the end. Right, so if you're wondering how to beat a Big Yamato, AP timed frag, I think, works pretty darn well. And also, that is a lot of holes. What just lagged? Did you lag? 73% health? 70% health. Ah, I think there was a massive jump there. What fell off? Oh, steam engines. This is this one cram cannon firing, I think. I don't think Drakenslang can, it'd be interesting to see if Draki can even, like, get Big Yammy, like, below 50% health or 80% health. Never mind, I think she can do that. I think she has the power. She has the power to do that. And there's still, like, bits and pieces in here that's, like, very snug and secure. I'm seeing repair tentacles that are untouched by time. Yami, are you okay? You seem I just realized these rangefinders are blocking each other. That again screams, I am doing a live stream and I'm in a hurry to conquer the world. Where's that going, do you think? Oh! That looked painful. Oh wait, no it didn't. It didn't actually explode on the turret itself. Might as well though. Somebody test this thing against the Gimli and make a video about it. Like I said, I'm probably not going to do that. Probably Gmonism is going to do that. This thing is so much fun to shoot at. Like, really. It's fun to watch this thing crumble to bits. But again, if it kicks your ass, take it as a compliment. Because this thing is basically a retrofitted aesthetic build. So that's groovy. Uh-oh. Somebody lost their fuse box. What is that doing? That laser, I think, is very disabled. Not just disabled, very disabled. Right, when Yami stops shooting or dips to about 54% health, we'll call it. We'll call it there. Man, how, like, on the one hand, I didn't need to make this video so long. I didn't need to show off Big Yamato getting shot at. But on the other hand, how could you not? How could you not test your builds against this beautiful big thing? This beautiful, Nita bashing thing. Actually, when I do, like, whenever I get round to trying to beat Nita on the hardest difficulty again, I might just update the Drakenslang. For giggles. Something this big can be used in the campaign, by gum. I can use Draki. Might retrofit her to use, like, no crams, only railguns, though. Wow. I think I can call it because, no. Let's give Yami like a proper send-off. Actually, let's, like, try and repair her to full once she drops below a certain % health. Wee. Honestly, if, like, I could build something that can 1v1 the Big Yamato, I've got really no excuses not to try to beat Nita on the hardest difficulty. I really don't. I really do not. Here I am playing Steel Sovereigns. Crying for everyone a budget. From the depths. We play this game. This is absolutely the game of all time. That is a lot of block confetti. Bluffetti, as it's known. Oh, that poor cram cannon lost a fuse, and now it's fuseless. Now it's like a fuse box that has no fuse. Wow. Are those shells actually just going straight for that particular cram cannon, or are you... Nope, you're switching targets. You are switching targets to... over there. What is over there? What was in here? I have no idea. I think maybe Draki's just like, you know what? I haven't tried shooting at your superstructure enough. Maybe I should try doing that. Oh, wow, that was an ugly hit. That was ugly and beautiful. But also ugly. But also beautiful. Man... I cannot emphasize enough, I'm not trying to flex on, like, Mart's design here. Martincitopants? Martincitopants. I don't want the frog to be mad at me. Please do not be mad at me, Mr. Pants. Mr. Mar? Mr. Frog. Whee! Kesplui, what's your health at? 64%? She's still fighting back. Bless her cotton soul. I don't know. How long has this taken? This has taken a long-ass time. I should probably, like, honestly, this is less a weird and wonderful. This is a weird and wonderful, but it's also a totally scientific combat testing. What are we learning here? I don't know. We're learning that it's fun to blow up the Yamato. Which is not a hell of a lesson, because, like, honestly, it's fun to have things blown up by the Yamato, with the Yamato, in front of the Yamato, to the side of the Yamato? Yamato! Yamato is just fun to say. Yamato. See that on the horizon? The Yamato. Fun fact about the Yamato, she was not only big, she was really fast. She was unfortunately like 20 years out of date by the time World War II rolled around. Which is why she got absolutely dunked on by carriers with lots of little planes. That exploded. That also exploded. There's lots of explosions. How many blocks has this thing lost? It's lost like 50,000 blocks. To put this into perspective, for those of you who don't... Wow, look at the repair bots working. To put that into perspective, the block limit, generally for Nitrocraft, the things allowed in the campaign, is like 30,000. So, Big Yammy here has lost the equivalent of something like, I don't know, 1 2/3 of some of the largest Nitrocraft, and she's not dead yet. Not everyone's impressed by a big ship, but, like, they're fun. Sometimes they're just big, silly fun. Literally big, silly fun. Big and silly fun, big and silly fun. It's also weird how, like, why does degraded mode come and go? What I'm learning here is that, like, that was a lot of blocks that just fell off. There comes a point, if you're using, like, big AP frag shells, be they APS or CRAM, there comes a point where, like, if you've been successfully, like, shooting at something with them, they get kind of, like, just so full of holes that eventually just chunks start falling off them. Which is really cool, I feel. That sounded like an explosion. That's because it was an explosion. Herp dirt, BorderWise. Hello? Hello? Those shells already are like, what are they? They're like 6 meter, 500mm shells, which is already way larger than what the real Yamato was firing, which was already frickin' huge. But compared to what they're shooting at, they seem tiny. It is also, by the way, for something so massive, admittedly, it is mostly just an alloy shell. The fact that Big Yammy has not sunk yet, that is genuinely impressive. And it shows that just, focus, just like bulk, is so good. I'm also really I'm impressed by, like, despite the fact that even though there's bits of her that's like single block spam, and she has transparent clips here and there, and just like not 100% optimized to reduce lag, she is not actually that laggy. Like, I have met much laggier ships than this. Admittedly, we are living in degraded mode a lot, but yeah, I think with a few tweaks, like, Big Yammy wouldn't be that laggy at all. It'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. Oh, why you skip off the surface of the water? Oh, why you miss? Why you do things? Why you do that? Why you do things? Why you do that? Should I even bother uploading anything else for the rest of this year? I think people would be interested in this one. I think people would want to, like, see more of Mart stuff. Because Mart stuff is fun. At the end of the day, by the way, if your ship does what you wanted to do, whether it's look pretty, or conquer neater, or, I don't know, just be, you know, just be giggle-worthy in some way, by gum, like, by gum, by cracky, oh my god, oh wow! Well, bloody hell, what the hell? Okay. Wow, the whole pagoda superstructure fell. That was worth recording for. Look at that, wow. That was so cool. Timber. That's one of the reasons why I'm still kind of have a soft spot for hollow point crams. I don't think... it's been so long since I've even thought about Draki 2. I don't think she even has hollow point crams. But they do terrible things to superstructure, so they're great fun. And this is hopefully a demonstration that, like, when stuff gets this big, it's like cram is the absolute jam. Cram is the jam, as the kids say. Do the kids say that? I don't know. Like, kids, heavily inverted commas, do say whether there's, like, do say whether you say cram is the jam or not. If you don't mind me, it's just old man BorderWise who's being confused. I don't know what the kids are into. It's why I have a From the Depths channel. I know that some kids are in the From the Depths. That depends on your definition of kid, really. Honestly, kid is anyone younger than me. Don't ask how old I am. It's a sensitive topic. Oh boy. What was here? Oh, that was the thingy-bob, the big turret. Not the... Alright, here's the thing. Saying the big turret when talking about Big Yammy is like, you're gonna have to be more specific. I think she's finally stopped firing her guns. Oh, poor Big Yammy. Put up a hell of a fight, though. Right, admittedly, like, wow, she now costs less than the Drakenslang. It only took 1,000,000 years. Actually, no, she doesn't. She's blown off enough materials from the Drakenslang that both ships are way cheaper than they used to be. That's one way for cost effectiveness. This video is mostly Big Yamato fight. Am I gonna edit this out? No! Who do you think I am, Martincitopants? You think I'm gonna do clever edits like that? No, I just look at things on screen and waffle endlessly. Because I'm a professional. What am I a professional at? That's for me to know and you to find out. You can probably guess. Yep, I'm gonna call that too, damn it. Go away, Draki, you've made your point. Stop bullying Big Yammy. This is gonna lag like hell. This is going to lag like you wouldn't frickin' believe. Alright, in summary, lovely work, Mart. Big fan of the work. And well done on beating, like, From the Depths. Nito on the hardest difficulty. I think basically very, very few people have done that. Of all, like, most people who play From the Depths have never beaten Nito at all. They just hang out with the designer. And that's fair enough. It's like a sandbox game. But honestly, the campaign is where the real fun happens. Did I just break my computer by attempting to repair Big Yammy all at once? Oh boy. Oh lordy. Oh my goodness. Oh dearie dearie me. This might have been a terrible mistake. I might have made bad decisions in life. I might as well start my outro. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube. There we go. Or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps. And there's fun perks in it for you. Like, lowest tier, you get access to a Patreon Discord where you can hang out with me and other cool people. And check out my other channels. Check out my Twitch. I stream as well. Mart streams better than I do, but I stream as well. And do check that out. I would appreciate it. And it's a lot of fun. We'd love to see you there. So, and also thank you, Mart, for making such entertaining videos, like, and drawing attention to this game, which honestly needs all the marketing assistance it can get. Because, as you yourself said, the learning curve of this is like a cliff that is on fire, covered in bears. She needs all the help she can get. So thank you. And farewell!